Here at Wallace State, only 2 regional titles were left up for grabs, the 2A boys and the 2A girls, and tonight they both belong to Mars Hill. In the girls' final, it's the 8th grader Bell Hill trying to lead the defending state champion Panthers back to the Magic City as they square off with Decatur Heritage. Mars Hill was down early, looking for length in the paint. Emma Claire Sack gets it up and in to cut the Eagles' lead to 5 points. Then the Panthers break out the passing attack, leaving Maddie Sane wide open on the wing, and she nails the 3 to make it a 1-possession game, if only for a second. The Eagles would fire back from deep as Emma Eastman gives them a 5-point lead. Mars Hill would set up shop around the paint, with Cadence Rolston's quick jumper getting the Panthers closer. Decatur Heritage led by 2 at the break, but the Panthers came out of the lockers with new life. With Hill contained to just 9 points, Rolston stepped up with a game for the ages, posting a 27-point, 22-board double-double, keeping the repeat dreams alive with the 57-44 win.
Oh, it's awesome. You know, we had big shoes to fill. We have a young team. Only 3 of our kids can even drive to practice, so it's been great. They've really bought in, and they're trusting each other, and they're trusting us as a coaching staff, and I'm very, very proud of them.
And Mars Hill would have a chance to double up, with the boys looking to secure their spot in the Final Four and do so for the 3rd year in a row as they battled Tanner. And this one was close early. Matthew Fletcher fires for 3, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. That was until Carson Thrasher got hot. The senior would lead all scorers with 27 points. The Rattlers kept fighting, but it wasn't long before the Panthers started to pull away, and with Thrasher's unconscious shooting, they led by 23 at the end of the 3rd. 4 Panthers finished in double figures with double-doubles from Sam Sweat and Cannon Pig, as Mars Hill earned a trip to Birmingham in dominating fashion, 82-56.
I've never been, so first year at Mars Hill, this is my first trip. So these guys have had a taste of it, and but I think they're still pretty hungry. I think they are ready for some more.
Reporting in Hanceville with coverage you can count on, Max Cohan, WAAY 31 Sports.
It's a game that will be talked about for years. Huntsville High School and Grissom High School squaring off here at Pete Matthews Coliseum with a spot in Birmingham on the line. It was a packed house inside of Pete Matthews Coliseum, and for good reason. Huntsville and Grissom exchanged blows back and forth throughout the afternoon before eventually a Braden Rivers 4th quarter dunk would clinch the Panthers' spot in the AHSAA Final Four.
The realization came into my mind. You know, you hear people all week about, you know, after you win this game and the Final Four and stuff, and you try to block all that out, and you just try to be locked in on these 32 minutes today against this team. And that was my mind just letting it go, that it was over, that we busted through, and I was just so happy for our players and our fans.
The Panthers held on to win this one 39-31, and although it wasn't the prettiest game for the Panthers, they're still elated to finally make it to Birmingham.
We lost 3 years in a row in this game. Just to win it this time with this group of guys just means a ton. And I think it just speaks to the hard work we put in. And like, I think 3 days after we lost last year, we sat in the locker room and we just said we need to accept it, because we thought we got upset. We said we need to accept it and move on and just start working. And from that point on, this has been our mission to get past this game and eventually win it all in Birmingham.
For Grissom, it was their 4th loss of the season to Huntsville. But despite the fact that their season came to a close in the region final, it was the first time they had made it to this level under Hall of Fame head coach Jack Doss.
We've come so far from the first year, and kids starting to believe. You know, what a sad, exciting year to, you know, be a part of this. I mean, we pray the most and work the hardest, so, you know, that's a pretty good combination.
So there you have it. The Huntsville High School Panthers headed to Birmingham to compete in the AHSAA Final Four for the first time under head coach Christian Swears. Reporting from Pete Matthews Coliseum in Jacksonville, Alabama, I'm Nolan Knight with coverage you can count on. WAAY 31 Sports.